All right, here we go. Let's let some people into the room. Okay, we've got one person joining us on Zoom, which is great. Hello, YouTube. Happy to be here. I don't really know if the link is public or not, so I don't know. But here we are, right? Keep checking in on Facebook as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay. And there we go. So the topic for today is going to be the services to offer as a copywriter. All right. If you have any questions or queries, do pop them in the chat section. Welcome, welcome. Another request that I'd like to make, if you can, you're going to join us. Please ensure that when you join, you rename your user so that we know who you are, instead of joining with an obscure name like Bailey's iPhone or something like that. All right, so that would be awesome, just so that we know a human being is joining us and not a bot or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to start sharing my screen. I'm going to get this party on the road. Okay. So thanks again, Ibrahim. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Witcheroo.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I just want to make sure that our YouTube is live, or else we are talking just to each other, nobody else. How have you been? Long time no see.
I've been fine. I've been good. I've been busy.
On Upwork?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That's good. Because typically when people say they've been busy, they're like, I've been neglecting my freelancing.
I apologize for that.
No, it's okay. As long as you have been busy on Upwork, that is a good thing. That is actually an excellent thing. So very happy to hear that you've been busy on Upwork. Okay, so what is your niche, if you don't mind me asking?
Email marketing.
Email marketing. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because we are actually going ahead and I'm going to show you, do you already know how to package your services?
You said?
Do you already know how to package your services?
Package my services as in I should list them on Upwork, listing them on Upwork.
When a client says that they are looking for XYZ type of service provider, if you know how to package your services, you can upsell them to even more things, right? So basically, let's say they were looking for just an email copywriter, but I also know how to do social media copy, conversion copy, and I also know how to set up automations. I can upsell them, meaning I can offer all those other services if they buy a package instead of buying just the one thing that they were looking for. Majority of the time, when clients hire you, they don't actually know what more they need. They just know, okay, maybe I might need email marketing. So then it's our job as responsible freelancers to go ahead then and tell our clients, oh, by the way, you might want to consider the following as well on top of what you're purchasing. Excuse me. Okay, looks like we're live and in living color on YouTube as well. I'm just going to go ahead and share our link so that other people can join us. Okay, so some people may not be able to join us on Facebook or anywhere else. In the meantime, since you're early, do you have any questions before I get started with sharing my screen?
Okay, and actually I would like to join the paid squad. How do I join?
You would like to?
I would like to join the paid squad.
Oh, you'd like to join the Pay Squad. I'll pop a link inside Zoom for you so you can take a look. It's a very simple process. You just create a username, you put in your password, and you're in. The link I'm going to share for you is going to have everything you need. You just get in really easy. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay, okay. Thank you.
you're most welcome. What makes you want to join the paid squad?
Actually, I watched the last video, the linked, and your last recording, and actually, I was blown away.
Blown away by the free stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So if you are giving that for free, then the thing that is going to be in the paid is probably going to be better.
Think that you're thinking is correct. I'm kidding. I'll let you be the person who decides on that, but don't worry, I'll share everything in the
You
chat
let
at
me
the
be
end.
the judge?
Yes, I'll let you be the one that decides. I don't want to say, "Oh, you're right, 1000%, but
Okay.
I think you might be right. You're joining us when some members are already on week 4. So once you get in, you'll see how you're supposed to be using the platform and all of that. First thing that I would recommend you do is you start with your paid pillars course. Once you get through all those videos, you'll understand why it is that our framework works the way that it does. It's very good. For every 3 proposals you get at least 2 responses. For every 3 responses you get at least 1 hire. So we have a 30% ratio for everything. If you send 15 proposals in a week, you should have 3 clients out of that. So it is a numbers game. Are you able to see my screen right now?
Yeah, yeah. I can see your screen.
Okay, excellent. So the first thing that you want to do is obviously navigate to Upwork. All of these are searches, saved searches from previous videos. We did Upwork math using the spreadsheet. Now, really fun fact, once you get in and you get to the module called Upwork math. Once you get in there, your spreadsheet, depending on where you are in the world, you can select your country. You'll see a bunch of flags. You can just select which country you're in and everything is automatically done for you. The currency exchange is automatically done for you so that you know how to budget, etc. And we'll talk about that more in your one-on-one session. So you also get a one-on-one coaching session with me every single week. That sound good?
Very good, very good. That's great.
Excellent. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to navigate to my profile because I want to show you how do you determine if you would like to offer copywriting as another service, right? Because there's a bunch of services that you can offer. You have your main profile, then you have other skills. I don't use these because they just don't make me any money. But if I wanted to update them so that they can make me some money, this is what I would do. This is how I would do it. Now, I've already gone ahead in previous videos, shown how to do this, do keyword research and do all of that good stuff. Make sure that the rate that you charge is in line with like what you've seen on the market. And it does make sense overall. So we are happy with this profile. I've literally customized this specifically with my clients' keywords, right? And you've done this too, am I right, Ibrahim?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna ignore this description and go ahead and scroll all the way down, right? Not looking at previous projects, none of that, not even portfolio. There's something that's super important that you'll also get to see inside the Paid Squad. Welcome, welcome, Veronica. She's another fellow Paid Squad member. It's great to see you. Welcome to the live. So here we go. Sales copywriting deliverables. This is the secret sauce. This is how you know here under skills and expertise. This is how you know what services you're supposed to provide to your ideal client. Number 1, creative strategy. I have the option to take this and create either a consultation, which goes down here, right? Or I can put in something into my project catalog. And whenever you don't know what kind of projects, and also if you do work outside of work, you can literally request testimonials from your clients. And they do put
I
it there
have
so that
testimonials.
excellent. So, right, I'm already showing you things you already know. You might not want to join the Paid Squad. I'm kidding. Okay, so creative strategy could be one thing that you add to your catalog. How do I know this? Because this is a keyword that the client uses. I did not come up with these words myself, which is something that I will be repeating over and over inside the Paid Squad, is that you do not want to be so married to whatever the words that you use to describe a service if that's not what the client calls it. So I could say conversion copywriting, right? We know what that means. Conversion copywriting means copywriting that drives sales. That's not what the client calls it. The client calls it sales
Yes.
copywriting, right? I could
Yeah.
be saying multiply sales. That's how I say it. And I put multiply sales as a tag, but that's not how the client would describe it. They would either say downselling or cross-selling or upselling, right? So you have to be aware of the words that the clients are using. Press release formatting. I could be using something completely different, like media writing, which is not a thing. So maybe it is, but the client is searching for someone that can write press releases for public relations, or I could even write public relations writing. That's not what the client is looking for. So Upwork in and of itself, when you put together your skills and expertise, suggests to you what it is that your ideal client avatar is looking for. So that is number one, how you know what services to offer. You don't go on there already like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Let the client be the one to tell you what it is that they want. Another thing is let the platform tell you which industries you service. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you're picking your niche, don't be so married to an industry because you're going to miss out on other opportunities. Let the platform tell you, because this is a lot of really diverse industries. Let the platform tell you. Let me just quickly check the chat questions and comments. Oh, no, Veronica's got to go, but she'll catch up on YouTube later. No problem, Veronica. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so now I've explained that. Where does the part of the Upwork math and actually being able to package my services, where does that all come in? So far from your knowledge, Ibrahim, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. How do you determine whether or not a client is going to pay what you want?
Actually, I've only had fixed rate clients.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, from their okay, if they are payment verified.
Are you guessing, or like, are you
No,
1000% sure?
no. I'm sure if they are payment verified from their past, from their past projects, the records.
Mm-hmm. Do you dare? Let's put it this way. Let's use creative strategy as an example. How much do you think a client would be willing to pay me for something like this? Because we're looking at my profile now from the client's perspective, right? And it's so
Yeah.
funny. It was saying top rated plus a minute ago. I'm sure you saw that. Now it says expert vetted. Oh, work. So how much do you think the client would be looking for creative strategy?
Creative strategy.
Mhm.
Maybe when you search for the creative strategy jobs, maybe you should go into one or two jobs and look at the past payments for those sort of jobs.
So I will let the client dictate to me how much I should be charging for my services. Is that what you're saying?
No, so that you get the idea. I'm just saying you get the idea of what they are charging that for that type of work.
I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask you how much your fixed rate client paid you, but I feel like we have some work to do. Okay, so the bare minimum that I recommend for anybody, even if you're not in the paid squad, do you remember how much that is?
$25 per hour.
Exactly. $25 per hour, because once Upwork takes their fees, you're really not left with a lot. And now Here's where the Upwork math starts to, even though we want 25 an hour, clients willing to pay up to 50 an hour. So now I have an idea, okay, for creative strategy or brand strategy, this is the word that they're using. I can go as far up as $50 an hour if I want to. I can go as far up as 75. I can go as far up as 65. And if you look at the profile, right? Honesty is the best policy. I want 90. So let's see what happens if I say, I want to make 90 and not a penny less. Boom, there we go. We still have projects. Then we're going to sort payment verified. Boom, we still have projects. And this part here is the part where we don't really care about how many people are there. We just want to do market research. We want to make sure that the rate that we are satisfied with is the rate that the market is willing to pay. So expert creative director for YouTube channels. Okay, but these are things that I can do. I would not recommend you do anything like this. It goes against Upwork's terms of services. Okay, even if their payment method is verified, eventually they might delete this project once they know what it is. And if you happen to be the unfortunate freelancer that's already billed for this type of content, you could get banned off the platform. So try not to do anything that has to do with adult work at all. No explicit work on Upwork. It goes against the terms of service. Okay. So we are happy that we can actually find projects for $90. So how do we get to $90? Do you remember how we did that?
Get to $90?
I just put $90. Yeah, I just put $90 there. But how did we get to $90?
Sorry, I don't get your question.
How did I come to this number? How did I acquire this number? How did I calculate this number?
Oh, actually, I don't remember.
So there's something called automatic Upwork math, and we have a spreadsheet for it. So I'm going to take you there. It's culture. We call it the Renike. It's named after a fellow freelancer. She was on and she spotted a small little discrepancy in our old calculator. And I said, you know what? Let's make it even better. So this is what your automated calculator will look like. Obviously, depending on where you are in the world, instead of South African rands, it'll be in your currency. If you don't mind me asking, Ibrahim, whereabouts are you right now?
Nigeria.
Excellent. So your calculator, it's all automated, is going to be in Naira. I'm actually very proud of myself for how I programmed everything. You'll see it. Everything's going to be in Naira and US dollars. So all you do is you plug in rent, how much you're paying for utilities, how much you're paying for internet, maintenance, all of these things are your monthly fees, even something as silly as Netflix. It's not silly. It helps us feel better about ourselves. Then even our savings goals. At the end of the day, this is including taxes. At the end of the day, let me just let our friend that's waiting inside the waiting room know to please change their name once they join. Because I want to be able to address you by name. I don't want to call you the wrong thing. Okay. Let's see. Looks good. Okay, so how did I get here? I put in all my monthly expenses. I put in all the things that I want to save for, right? And then I went ahead, and for you, it's not going to be First National Bank, of course. I just will have put savings vehicles so that you can talk about, you know, how you save your own money. You'll put it that way. And don't worry, we will discuss it during your one-on-one, and we will do your budget plan for you. There's also a bonus that you probably haven't seen. So you're the first person to see this publicly. I call it the debt buster because we are in a global recession right now. And so using, this is actual proper, you know, accounting. It's going to be in Naira here. You're going to talk about if you bought a house or you have a bond or things like that, or a mortgage, this is what your interest rate is, how much you're paying per month for the house, what is the present value of your mortgage, the future value, obviously you don't want to owe anything. You want the future value to be 0 naira. And the number of periods until you're debt free, this will calculate itself automatically. So it'll kind of act as encouragement. So you'll know, okay, I've got 8 more months to go until I'm done with my mortgage. Or if you bought a car.
Oh. Sorry.
So if you've got a car or a lease, at least you'll know when your lease is up or when you'll officially own your car outright. Same thing goes for a credit card, etc. This is designed to help you no longer have anxiety that is related to your debts. So if you can't think straight, whenever you approach a freelancing project, you will have an air of desperation about you. Okay, and the other really cool thing that we added in to the Morenike, this is the Morenike Upwork hourly rate calculator. Besides telling you that you should be making at minimum $86.07 based on our weekly financial goals, I also went ahead and showed you when you onboard your clients, because remember, you can plug in how many hours you have available. Once you know, okay, I am only available to work as a freelancer for 20 hours a week. We will know, okay, great. Based on that, this client has given me 10 hours. I've got 10 hours remaining. If I onboard another client, based on that, this client has given me however many hours they've given me. Let's say in this instance, this client gives me 5 hours. Some clients will give you an hourly limit of 5. You know that you can onboard a new client for 5 hours out of the total 20 hours that you have. And if you decide that you're going to increase the amount of hours you have available, it changes how much your hourly rate should be. And it also changes over here how much time you have left. So let's say the new client comes on board and they want to be on board for 15 hours a month. And you will see that this part here will tell you how many hours you have remaining. And based on these figures, you can determine for yourself who is your high priority client. So you can see here, your new client is high priority, Morenike is intermediate, and Bongani is, no, Morenike is low priority, and Bongani is intermediate based on this information here. So we will also help you get organized with Monday belongs to this client, and sending them whatever they need. Wednesday or Tuesday, depending on however long it takes you to get the work done, belongs to this client. And then Thursday or Friday belongs to this client. And you can juggle your projects and not mess up, which is really important because that is how you maintain being a top-rated freelancer. All right. So now we know how did we get to that $90 an hour, but that's not what we're looking for here. We want to package creative strategy. So then how would I do that? Easy, using artificial intelligence. I think by now it's probably obvious that I swear by Neuro PSS. So using Neuro, we would then determine what it is that a client would be looking for. Okay, so in the comments, Try Lamini on Facebook is asking, I am a transitioning teacher, and I'm not sure which niche I sit niche, you guys. It's been a long week, and it's only Tuesday. I'm not sure which niche I can fully go for. My Upwork profile is about virtual assistants and customer service, but I love writing too. Try, I want you to go right now to udemy.com, and I will link you right here on Facebook. I will link you to a course that I took. You will be a copywriter in less than 24 hours. Get a Udemy trial and get that course for free and get that certificate for free, okay? You don't even need to pay any money. So you're gonna get that course, you're gonna take that course, and you're gonna get the copywriting certificate for free, and then you're gonna come back to this video and you're gonna watch how we set up packages. So thanks for asking that question, and thank you for telling me my videos are educational. Let's check quickly what's going on YouTube, and then we'll move on to the next part. Okay, which would be setting up the actual packages. Right. That was a good question, Try. And Ibrahim, do you have any questions for yourself and your niche before I carry on and I show you guys how you would be packaging your creative marketing strategy services? Okay, let's just quickly check who are the good people right now on YouTube and if they have any questions for us. Okay, YouTube, what's going on? All right, seems like nothing yet on YouTube, which thank goodness. I'm running a lot of chats, but I'm doing my best. And thank you so much, whoever's joining us from YouTube. Please tell us your name in the chat so I can say hello. Okay, we carry on. Oh, it's Mbuso. Is it safe to charge $25 an hour even if you haven't landed your first client yet? Although you do have the necessary skills and expertise in Mbuso. Why aren't you in our group? That is such a good question because I would love to show you guys how to show the client that you can get the work done, create a portfolio, do all that stuff, and even have some social proof in the form of some testimonials without ever having done the work before. Like, especially if you have the necessary skills and expertise. Mbuso, you have to follow me on Instagram, please, so that you can remind me of that, or join us inside our Facebook group. If you don't know the name of the group, it's called Top Rated Freelancers Getting Paid. I'm going to link it to you right now. And then we'll hop right back on the train. We're going to make sure that we cover everything. That's a very good question, Mbuso. Are you in our Facebook group, if you don't mind me asking? And also, hi, welcome. Happy to help, happy to help. So let's do this thingy. And Ibrahim, are you having any questions, any doubts before I carry on? Because once I'm going, I'm going. Ibrahim, you are muted if you want to grab the mic. Just letting you know. You may have not noticed it because I have an incredible poker face, but I just screamed at my dog. Okay, so nobody has any questions, tries taking notes, good to know. Excellent. So the very next thing that you're going to go and do is you're going to go to chat.openai.com. Y'all know I swear by GPT, but the way we use it inside the Paid Squad is so different to how everybody else does it. When other people do it, you can definitely tell that they use GPT. When we do it, it's not that obvious. Okay. So you go to Miss GPT and you say to her, I want to give creative strategy. And now you also know how much you want to get paid. This is where the Upwork math spreadsheet comes in. We already know that for this weekly goal that we have for the rate of 90 an hour, whatever it is that's on your profile, even if it's 25, this is how much we're going to charge at the end of the day. We want to charge our client a fixed rate of $1,723.51. You can round up. You can round up to 1,724. That's fine. And as you can see, this has the magic 7 in it. If you were in our group and you did the challenge, the make more than $1,000 in less than 5 days challenge, you would understand the rule of the lucky 7 or the magic 7. It's not something I made up. It's a psychological trigger or psychological bias that people seem to have. They like numbers with 7 in them. The assumption is that they are based on research, and this is automatically calculated for us. So you're going to say creative strategy for 1,723 and 51 cents. So now we know how much we're going to charge. The spreadsheet is going to give you your prices because I don't want you to start thinking about, I'll charge $50. Oh, I'll charge 500. The minute you do that, you are on your way to Doomsville. I don't want that to happen to you guys. Instead, here's what I want you to say to GPT. You are an expert marketer, okay? Because in this instance, this is what's on our copywriting profile. Remember, this is just specializes in sales copywriting. This is our specialized profile, not our main profile, our specialized profile. And we are looking at this skill set, this one deliverable, right? These are services that we offer, okay? Creative strategy. You are an expert sales copywriter. That's our specialization. And you offer new keyboard. I'm getting used to it. It's got a little bit more latency than my other keyboards. This one is not Apple, but I'm trying to be more aware of where I get things from. And I like to now get refurbished hardware instead of buying brand new. Free Pongo. You are an expert sales copywriter and you offer sales copywriting services. Okay, cool. We'll say you offer, because that's done already, you offer creative strategy services. Okay. What 2 milestones does this include? What 2 milestones does this service include? Question mark. And then we go. Okay. Oh, cool. It knows my full name because I set something called custom instructions, and that you can look on YouTube as well. So there's something called conversion optimization breakthrough, and there's something called brand voice evolution. And now GPT has gone ahead and it's given you what your 2 milestones are going to be. And if you go back to your Morenike, which is the spreadsheet, the Upwork rate calculator, now we know milestone 1 is going to be called our conversion, right? Milestone 2 will then be our brand voice evolution. Okay, Bailey, I'm really confused. What does that have to do with anything? I'm gonna take you to Canva. Remember, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll put my stuff on the screen right here. Okay, this is the URL for you to follow me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I wanted to show you guys how you package your services like a restaurant menu. So I want you to go to Canva. We're going to illustrate this. And if you were in the Get Paid Now bootcamp, the original version, you know exactly what this means. So you're going to go to Canva and you're going to type in restaurant menu. If the cogs are turning in your head and you're starting to see what a package looks like in your mind, good. But don't get ahead of us. Everybody at the same time. So you're going to put in restaurant menu. Okay. Here, I want you to think like a restaurateur. Before, or restaurateur, before I wanted you to think like construction worker. Here, we were thinking like a construction worker because we were trying to determine what phases we're going to build this house in, right? Here, now we're thinking like a chef. So we want to put together a restaurant menu. And we're going to use templates. Because you have joined us live, try. I would like for you to pick a template for us. Something, I'm going to show you guys how to brand everything nicely so that it still looks cohesive. Tell us, which menu do you like? This is kind of cool. If you look at this one or in what, but I like things that have pictures. Ibrahim, which one jumps out at you? Or should I just pick?
Let me see. I think this one. Go up.
This one.
No, go to your right.
My way is this way.
Yeah, the first one by right. This one, yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Or this one? This
No,
very
no,
one
no,
that I'm.
no, not that
This
one.
one?
The opposite one from the first one from the opposite side.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Try. Ibrahim was quicker. He grabbed the mic. That's why you got to join me live on Zoom if you can. Let's quickly check what Try has to say, though. Hope he doesn't mind. Let's see. I think I need your course. You think you need join the paid squad. Let me link you quickly to the paid squad. It's really easy. It's really, really easy to do this, guys. I will give you the link as well. Ibrahim,
Okay.
you can go right now if you want to. Let me pop it on the screen. For those of you who are watching and want to go right now to the paid squad, you don't want to watch anymore. You just go to welcome. New keyboard, refurbished. Struggle is real. So this is the URL. You're going to go to alising.co because that's my name /welcome. So I'll put it nicely for you. You don't go to /paid squad. You just go to /welcome. And then you sign in. I think I'm signed in. So you should see what everything looks like. Wow. That is the wrong URL. Haha. Says I'm a cow. But I do have a famous name, so at least that works. So you get to that was hilarious. You get here, the welcome page, and Ibrahim, I'll just walk you through quickly what you see. Try. This is the squad journal. We're going to be doing a lot of industrial psychology in here because I want to help you feel comfortable with the idea of growing and earning more money. Now you're going to come in here and you're going to press play, please. Right? You're going to press play on this video. You're going to watch it because it's going to explain where everything goes. Then once you're there, you're going to go watch your paid pillars course. I don't want you to add the schedule. Well, I do want you to add the schedule to your calendar. And I want you to join our squad chat. We're moving to our app by the end of this month. By the 1st of March, you guys are going to be seeing what the squad home looks like. It's chef's kiss. But join the squad chat here. It's not on Facebook. It's on an app on your phone. If you shut everything else off, all your social medias, and you put your phone on do not disturb, this is the only app that's going to work. All right, so press play, join the squad chat, add this agenda to your calendar. It'll show up in calendar mode, but we automatically have it in agenda mode. And you can see whenever someone schedules their one-on-one, it actually shows up. Let me see if we have anybody that's scheduled for. I think people have already had their one-on-ones, but it will say one-on-one session with so-and-so so that you will see your fellow squad members. You will be able to see who's got what time slot. Ah, there it is. One-on-one session with Marenike, right? And then we had a one-on-one session with Jenica, but there we go. So you will be able to see different members have different time zones, and so they schedule their one-on-ones at different times. And everybody, we can work together in the middle of the day. We have our co-working and deliverable sessions where we get client work done. We share our screen. We show each other, here's what I'm getting done, et cetera, et cetera. But that is alising.co/welcome. And that is the paid squad. So you don't have to type a whole long URL. You just get in here. Okay, I'm closing it. We're in the menu. Thanks to, these are the menus also look kind of cool. I'm not going to get distracted. We're going to customize this template. Now, I want you to think like a chef. Remember, we were first thinking like contractors here with this Upwork hourly rate calculator. Now we're thinking like chefs. Okay, let's see. I'm about 18 minutes late, but that's okay. Hopefully we're going to finish it here. And then next week, Monday, we will continue. We have to continue because I want to show you guys how to package your services. Now I'm going to rename this wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous. Ooh, this one's even fancier, guys. Or is it maybe I'm a minimalist? I don't know. Could be that. You're going to go and you're going to say creative strategy. New keyboard, Mo. There we go. Creative strategy. And now you're going to go ahead and let me quickly show you. If you already know what brand colors you like, please start thinking like a business. It's inside the paid squad. I show you how to brand yourself, but you want clients to land on your profile and immediately know that this is you. Kind of like when you guys go on my Instagram and you see things, you know it's me. When you look at my YouTube thumbnails now, back in the day, it was very purple. But now when you see certain things, you know it's me, right? So I want you to think of it the very, very same way. So let's see, what did I want to do? Right, you're gonna go to design. It's right here. And instead of being at templates, which is where we were, we are gonna go and you can pick whatever you like, guys. Like this also looks really cool, this salad menu, now that I'm looking, right? Don't get too distracted or hung up on that. Go to styles. Now I've already gone ahead. I've got my branding done. I'm gonna click here with just one click. Everything is done in my font. Again, with just one click. If you click here, you'll see everything's done in my brand colors. Now all that's missing, I want you guys to go to pinterest.com and you'll be able to grab pictures or ideas rather, not grab pictures because that's theft, but you want to grab ideas for what your services will look like. Lucky for you, I've already got some services done here. So here we're going to say conversion, copywriting, blah, 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 blah. But this has to do with creative strategy. So let's do it this way. What did ChatGPT tell us? Conversion optimization breakthrough. Okay, this milestone, significant uptick in conversions, A/B testing. Dissecting current content, okay. At least we know how we're gonna put it. You can also go ahead and say thanks to your GPT. Ooh. And we're gonna say present this as present this in bullet points. Okay, we have 9 minutes on the clock using the following. Format. Please don't mind the typos. I'm the typo queen today. And then you're going to say, number 1, milestone 1. Milestone name. Let's do it like this. And then you're going to just say milestone cost, which is already inside our thing, and contents, right? Done. And that is basically how you're going to get it done. And I'm going to just let GPT know, leave blank, because I don't want it to touch anything here. I'm going to leave this area blank and then contents. The very first one will be dissecting current content. identifying gaps. Do you guys see what's happening right now? Right? Are you able to see like what exactly I'm doing with this? Let's check the comments. Okay, so Try hasn't said anything. Let's see if Mbuso said anything. Sorry, it seems like I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I promise I'm not. Nothing yet from the chat from YouTube, unless I'm missing something. And Ibrahim, do you have any questions now that you're seeing GPT fill in the blanks?
No question, no question.
Excellent. Okay, so now you can probably imagine what you're going to do is you are going to copy this and it is now going to go into your menu. So instead of saying restaurant fast food menu, you're going to call this one your creative strategy. It's not your main course. You're going to call it your creative strategy. And then we're going to get rid of these prices because they're not necessary. And we're going to go into GPT and we're going to grab this part here and this part here. And because the colors are already done for us, did I do that too fast on my poor keyboard? Okay, let's copy this. And what you want to do is you want to paste it with no formatting. You want to paste and match style. Boom. Okay. Now you've got your milestone 1 copy written. And what I like to do, it's not strange at all. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, so we're gonna just make it look less ghetto. I mean, it's ghetto, but we're gonna make these our bullet points. And now your client knows what they're gonna get for milestone 1. And the milestone cost, the math is already automatically done for us. Let's go back to our Morenike and come on, spreadsheet. Let's go. And it's here. This is the price that you are going to charge. Do you see how it's already done? And you're charging the client 60%. Now you're going to put 17.21 and 91 cents or 17.22. That is the price for the creative strategy. And how I like to do that is we'll add another piece of text here and pop it here. We're not going to call it our fast food menu. We're going to call it our total. And we know, based on the Morenike, that our total is 17.22. Okay. Now, a client might see that and be like, whoa, Nelly. But they very rarely will, because again, because we have our Morenike, we have gone ahead and sorted. You're never going to speak to clients who cannot afford you. You're going to set your minimum amount to 17.22, right? And then you're going to save the search. So you're never going to have to worry that this client cannot afford me. Does that make sense, Mbuso? Like, even if you're new to the platform, you never have to worry that the client cannot afford you, because you can see they have a budget of 2,000. They have a budget, it's hourly. They can definitely afford your $90 an hour. They can afford your 1722 because they have a budget of 3,000, right? And you're giving them scope and all of that good stuff. So the total is there. And now we're telling them how much they're going to get, like how much they're paying for this milestone, 1377 and 89 cents. So there it goes here. And we're going to say 1377 or 1378. That's fine, right? And now they know this milestone costs this much, and it has the following contents. These are, you can say contents, you can say deliverables, you can call it whatever you want to, but that is exactly how you know what the client wants. And you can also use Magic Write to rewrite this. Or if you wanted to start on Google Documents, you can use Google Documents' very own AI writing tool to also help you out. The point is you're not, fighting alone, right? And we're going to call this Ibrahim. Hope you don't mind if I do. Marketing, sales, or conversion services. Keyboard, we are looking crazy over here. All right. All right, guys, I'm so very glad that you came to join me. We've got Ibrahim's conversion services done. The very first thing is creative strategy, and this is how much Ibrahim is charging for it. Let's make this all caps so that, it doesn't look crazy. And then pictures, you're going to go ahead and look for. You can look for free images, or you can use Dolly, Magic Media, right, on Canva to help you out with that. But we're just going to say creative strategy. Or and we're going to get some royalty-free images. This is fine by me. And you're going to replace that image with that. And already things are looking much better. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, so this is the very first part. We did it. We'll continue this on Monday again. Please join me. Please join me on Monday, right on time. I will make sure to schedule it. So we are going to carry on with part 2 of how to package your services using automatic Upwork math, as well as ChatGPT, because GPT will figure out what services you actually have to offer at Mbuso. And then you can make sure that in the future, when a client comes up to you and says, okay, this is what I want to do, when you do submit your proposal, you say milestones to be discussed. Remember, when we submit our proposal, we've been doing it for ages now using the PSS framework. When you say that, you say your milestones are going to be discussed. And then you send them this when you onboard them, and they're just like, Brian, I mean, this is fantastic. This is amazing. This is what I'm going to get. This is for this much. And overall, this is how much you're going to charge me, but I have to put down 60%. I don't even have to give you the full amount. Great. Let's work on a fixed rate basis. Okay. And you will find not only does the pay squad pay for itself in a matter of hours, but you walk away with a neat little profit at the end. And that is how you make more than $1,000 in less than 5 days. But we'll carry on with setting everything up. Let's quickly check the chat on YouTube and see if I'm missing anything while that's loading. We'll check the chat on Facebook. Ibrahim, any comments before I let you go? Did you learn anything new this time around?
Yeah,
Let's see what
I
Shai has
learned.
to say.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Actually, with this, I know I've been targeting low budget line, but with this now, I know how to get the big fish.
Yeah. You see, it's not you. A lot of people, when I say the minimum you should charge is 20, the minimum you should charge is $50. That's the true story. But a lot of people go, I'm in Africa. Who's going to want to pay me that much? I've never done it in. I'm going to take away your excuse of I don't have a portfolio. I'm going to take away your excuse of I've never done it before, or I have experience, but I don't have like clients that are willing to yada, yada, yada. I am going to take away all of those excuses so that you can see that people are willing to pay you $150 an hour for a creative strategy. They're willing to pay you $3,000 fixed rate for 2 milestones for a creative strategy. The money is there. What are we doing,
Wow.
guys? The money is there. You can make more than $1,000 in less than 5 days, and you can make $5,000 in 5 days. All right. But that's when we get advanced. So come through to the paid squad. Please catch the recording. I think it'll make things make sense for you. And I'll see you next week, Friday. Thank you so much for joining me, Ibrahim. I always appreciate it when someone is live with me because it makes me feel